Hello and welcome to the Black Cat Bushcraft channel. I wanted to share a quick clip with you this afternoon. I came out here into the woods and I was just coming out for a quick little scout to pick up some resources, and I came across something that I have never seen in this area before. This is the area of woods I've been coming to all of my life. It's where a lot of my videos have been filmed, especially the ones as of late, and I've never seen this before. That's kind of the neat thing about coming in the woods, about being a woodsman, is you just never know what you're going to see when you come out here. So this isn't something that's particularly useful, it's just neat. So stick with me and I'll give you a look at what I just found. So from a distance I spotted this because of its bright orange coloration. So I had to come in and inspect it a little bit. And at first I was just like, what am I looking at? Because I've never seen anything that looked like this at all. And the vine that this is growing on is actually a mature wild grapevine. We have a lot of that stuff that grows in the woods here. And if you cut it, especially this time of year being spring, it leaks sap. And it almost has a little bit of a sweet flavor to it. And so this vine at some point has gotten damaged and there's sap leaking out. And this organism that's growing here is actually yeast. And it appears to be doing really good feeding on that sap. You can see here that this has some roots that are growing down to the ground, and that stuff is just completely surrounding that. And down at the bottom you can see it's just collected up, and it's actually dripped off down onto the ground and growing down there where the sap is dripping down. So I guess this was like a natural run down this root, and the yeast is taking full advantage of that all the way up. So initially I was just like, what is this stuff? And my brain was kind of racking a little bit just to figure it out. But with the little research I was able to find that it is a yeast that is growing and feeding on that sap. So the orange coloration in this stuff is just like the orange that's in a carrot. And it's actually caused by the same thing, which is the beta carotene content. Apparently the yeast has stores beta carotene within it. And that's what's giving it this bright orange appearance. Actually has a unique smell to it too. Notice that there's flies around, and I'm sure that they like the smell much more than I do. Just an interesting organism for sure. So it was pretty neat to find one example of this yeast, but here's another as well in a different location. This is a smaller example of that, and this one seems to be fading away. You can tell it's drying up, so I'm assuming that the sap that was coming out of the vine, and it's the same thing, that grapevine, it's probably has stopped flowing, so it's probably not feeding this yeast as well. But to find two examples, that's pretty neat. All right, so I'd like to thank you guys for taking the time just to look at this little example of this yeast I had never seen before, so it was kind of cool, and I just thought I would share it in case you see something like this and wonder just what you're looking at. This will give you some idea where to start on your research. Again, it's not something that's useful, it's just neat. One of those cool sights that you get to see when you're a woodsman and you come out often. Just never know what you're going to find out here. All right, thanks for your time and interest. Hope you guys are doing well. If you know anything about this stuff, feel free to comment in the section down below. We'd love to learn more. Thanks again. Take care. God bless.